Boom, 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 boom. Everything seems to be working. Let's check this. Perfect. It hasn't even I haven't even had a problem with the blimmin' title this time. So yeah, as I said in the blimmin' tweet, apparently don't put the word noob in there, even though it's sort of self-deprecating. Oh, thank you for the follow. Even though it's self-deprecating, it's still like it still gets caught in the moderation thing, and so do not put the word noob in any tags you do. But yeah, I'm back. I'm ready. I'm kind of raring to go with this. Honestly, I've been kind of debating whether to do another stream the rest of the week just because I wanted to play this so more, like a bit of a surprise stream. But I kept myself from playing. Right. Now, if I remember correctly, what happened last time is that we beat like a dude who was immediately summoned a bunch of deadly gas, and I had to run to the turn off switch. Yes, that's what happened. And then I think that's where we left off. At the start of the wearer's turn, they gain plus 20% dodge. That's not bad. Is there anybody I want to give that to? I've already got boots on. I don't think they're that good. I'm gonna wear them. I don't know if they're good on me. I actually haven't upped agility enough. Ooh, a one-handed flamethrower. I don't think there's anyone that uses that, but that's a really cool item. So yeah, I came in here, I killed a dude. We killed a couple of bosses actually last time.
Is there money to be made?
I think we killed a demon, we killed a pink horror. That just a bunch of cultists were summoning, and I think that's it in terms of bosses we killed. So, oh, could I have sneaked past and done that? I don't feel like I could have, because I feel like this place, I got to like here and then it started the cutscene. But yeah, so happy that last stream there was someone there who knew that I was just going around in circles, because believe me, if I didn't have someone there to do that, I would have been definitely screwed. I'll be honest, if there's places I'm supposed to go here, I'm a bit confused as well, but now, is that where I came from? Did I walk in here and do this? I'll check. I'll just check.
Let us not dawdle.
Let us not dawdle. I should have probably just checked my quest log, my journal, in actuality. But what can you do? What can you do? If you've been watching for long enough to know how the story's going here, you know I'm not great when it comes to this stuff. Not great at all. So yeah, this. Let me just quick check this. So for some reason it defaults to chapter 1, which I have no idea why. Okay, we've got to wait on that one. This one we can't do yet. This is the one I just did. Right? Oh, so I've completed it. That's the quest done. But I've got to do this. I feel like I want to do that one before I leave anywhere. So I'm gonna go over to the quarantine zone again and see if you know, if they've actually solved any of the problems at this point. Which I guess would imply that I need to go to Footfall?
Dust.
Like the main area? No, it's here. It's here. Hey, Sergeant. Soon, though. Don't lie to me. There's gonna be some big thing I've got to
I
do.
always keep my options open.
Is there a way of... Ooh, I don't remember. Did I go in here? I don't feel like I've been in here. I went into the cultist area, but for life of me, I just came out of it, but I don't remember where we started this blooming session from. No, it wasn't the
Keep
same
your
as
eye
this.
on the
Ocular
prize.
implant was a worthwhile investment.
Unless this is just a random area. I think that's my big problem with these games like this. I find out a lot of the time
Keep
that
your
I
wits about you.
get to a point in the story where I'm sure if I gave it a proper read and I was very, very careful in looking at stuff, I could continue to advance the plot, right? What's this? Pair holster. Once per turn, whenever the wearer scores a crit hit with a pistol, the next attack with a pistol costs 0 AP. There's only one person that uses a pistol in my group. Is that a pistol? It is considered a pistol. I mean, the idea that you could potentially get 2 shots with that sounds great to me. I think this is somewhere I've already
Let
been,
us not dawdle.
but the lack of looting makes me feel like that's not true. But is this place then just a random warehouse that I can loot? It feels like it was placed in a way that it wasn't, but
I always have a backup plan.
I kind of feel like I need to get back on the ship. Like, it feels like the quests I did have either say go on the ship, or they say wait for an... They say wait a couple minutes, right? But what it really means a lot of the time is wait until a major event happens that allows you to then go back here and do that, right? So, as much as I don't like doing this, because I'm scared that I'll fail the companion quest, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to use this time and go to the ship. As soon as it's always so weird that these last couple percentages always do this. I think I'm just gonna make my way back to here. Now, I could be missing something really big, and believe me, if I knew I was,
Always
I would
keep
be
your eye on the prize.
getting so annoyed with myself. But I'm just gonna hope that... Wait, this isn't the right place at all. I just picked the one that said it had a quest near it. Well, I guess I'll see what the quest is about. But yeah, I can't see it at this point, so I'm just gonna keep going. So this is supposed to be related to persona non grata, this one. Find the disgraced stranger. I don't remember picking this up. I mean, how many blimmin' strangers here exist here that I can just sort of talk to? I imagine he's going to have a
Is there money
name.
to be made?
How hard can this be? And if this gives me XP or an item, you look disgruntled. Nope.
Keep your wits about you.
Any of you look particularly disgruntled? Oh. Yes. I think I found a disgruntled stranger.
Rough day.
Oh, it's
You have no
her.
idea.
I can. Okay, that
Just
is the
might.
quest.
That's the second bottle you've downed.
I like how they've got iPads. Like, not obviously they're not
Jolly
iPads, but you know.
Falco sends his regards.
And what does that unholy scion of a Grox and a Brahan want from me this time? Oh, wait, I don't really care. My sole plans for tonight are drowning my grief in a sea of Amasak.
We'll give you grief, all right. Get out!
What I don't understand is it didn't subtitle all of that. It's a bit weird, right?
Don't think so, Ashmak. And tell Falco to come himself next time.
Dari, I am tired of your mess. Out! Get some sleep. We'll talk about settling up later.
Well, I mean,
Och,
she didn't do
Sherry,
anything.
Light of my eyes. Can't you see my soul
Didn't
is
do
full of
anything.
sadness? Have you no horse at all? Let go of your material concerns and let me grieve in peace.
I really like her jacket. I really
Ooh,
like,
that's somewhere
I really
before.
like her jacket. The woman looks at you with glassy eyes of a drunk, and you notice the 2 empty bottles that have been keeping her company before you arrived. She looks completely out of place in this dingy, smoky bar. The fancy attire, the abundance of jewellery, the implants planted with precious metals. Her appearance not only screams wealth, but also audacity, for only an audacious person would flaunt their wealth in a place like this.
Greetings, Shireen. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Rogue trader Wilbur von... Nah, call me Wilbur.
Von Valancius. My deepest, humblest regards, your lordship. I never would have imagined I'd be standing at the bar, in the Amasekus, next to an honest-to-God Emperor Rogue trader.
Wow, well, I've never expected to be told that in definitely not fake enthusiasm.
Jai Haidari at your service. Professional trader, shrewd commercial broker, and, may he steal my tongue if I'm lying, the most honest dealer on footfall. Nonetheless, we all have our problems, and at times even one's many merits aren't enough to solve them. Perhaps it would be no trouble for a person with your kind of power and standing
To assist someone with my kind of predicament. What do you need help with?
You see, Shireen, there's one cardinal rule on footfall. Anything goes as long as it doesn't get in the way of business. I'm someone who's been able to exploit that
That feels
rule
like
to
a
the
bad
fullest.
rule.
And in recent years, I've hit it so big, I've become a speck of sand in someone's green eye. They used to throw small wrenches into my dealings here and there. Well, now they've decided to really put their backs into it. Some rats stolen my cargo and dragged it off to the seediest
That's
part of
probably
Shadow
where the
Quarters.
the
A crowded
warehouse.
place, even for connoisseurs of football. When I asked the Leech for protection, we had a mutual misunderstanding. I believe Vladium, in a most lamentable fashion, has forgotten his duties as guardian of the downtrodden and wronged.
Well, you're not
So
really
I'm in desperate
downtrodden, are
need
you?
of a new one. And you, Shireen, fit the bill perfectly. All I need is for you to drop by one dark corner of Footfall Shadow Quarters and pound it into the thieves' heads.
I can do that.
taking Haydari's
I can do that.
property carries certain
I'm pretty sure I
risks.
know where that is. I randomly went there. Jay appears to be a serious operator on Footfall. The Liege's refusal to help means the loss of a potential ally. So Jay's encroaching on his turf if Vladimir Vadame is not responsible for the disappearance of Jay's cargo. He will certainly benefit greatly from it. I suspect that Vladimir wants to keep the cargo out of your hands, and I want to put him in his place. If the Liege is neglecting his duties, I shall become your patron.
May the Exalted One bless you and your progeny. Then here's what we'll do. We shouldn't be seen together before we make it to the safe house. I'll head there first. I'll take my own special route
Okay.
so I won't be spotted. Right. Here. That's where those Ashmags are keeping the stolen cargo.
Over the way,
Out
and
the
let you
bar,
find a small
over the bridge
courtyard,
and to
which,
the
yeah.
left. There in the depths you'll find a small
I'm not going to be
courtyard
able to.
through which
I'm
you can get
horrendous
to
with
the
cardinal directions and orienteering. I loved orienteering. Doesn't mean I was ever good at orienteering. Tell you that. It's always the most fun PE. It was always for me the most fun PE thing, as being an incredibly bad, incredibly bad. What's the word? Athlete. Yeah, I'm a horrendous athlete. The bottom of the bottom I was in high school, and so orienteering was always fun. Because although you do need to be athletic to do orienteering, it felt like a lot more of the emphasis was not on your physical ability, but your mental, like, problem solving, kind of. Which helped. Do you reckon it is that warehouse that I went into? Do you reckon it's this warehouse? I'm going to check, because I feel like they wouldn't have made this area unless they were going to use it for something. I mean, if I'm correct, I'll be really happy. I feel like there's been a lot of places I've already checked that... Like, there was the secret cultist place, there was the place with the gang. Look, there's people here now.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Jean, I'm here. What a joy it is to see you. Follow me, please. Oh, she got allies. They'll have cool jackets as well. Can I have one of those jackets? That's all I'm asking.
I always have a backup plan.
If it turns out to be a trap, we kill them both. Hello, good sirs. I can't help but notice that inherently it feels like you're gonna attack me.
I'll make an example out of you.
The Emperor is with us!
You know what? That was my own fault there. You're gonna go here. Wait, is this an explosive barrel? You're gonna go here. You know what? I'll take the chances with you. I will not take the chances with her, though. And you can... Tell you what. You hide behind this barrel. You know, if I move to here, and then I do this, I'd get both of them. So, what do I need? To get there and do that, I need 2 movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to analyze enemy, and I'm going to choose... One of these has a lot more health than the other, so I'm going to choose that guy. I'm going to do this. Sure. Then we're going to put the front line right there. And then we're going to move... I didn't realise how much movement he had. Look at that. He had to make the font for it smaller. Ooh. That's annoying. Doesn't even kill that person. I kind of hoped that person would die. Do I want this on probably her, and she's probably going to be shooting this direction, alright? We'll make this. What's she gonna do? You know what, if she can take some hits, I'm probably fine, because I don't really like her. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do... this.
Anything else?
You know what I don't understand? You know how she has a chance of summoning unsanctioned... Because she's unsanctioned, she can summon a blimmin'... Oh, what's it called? A demon. What I don't understand is, does that also like affect? What am I trying to say? Does that also affect like my enemies as well. So I can move it to that, or I could do that. I think I'm going to do that, but first... Ooh. I am going to put this on you.
I'll do it.
We're going to do this.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
We're going to do this.
Doubt is for the weak.
And then we're going to just repeatedly shoot them in the head.
Injured. I'm enraged.
I may have hurt myself more than I had hurt the enemy. But you know, I've never been the sharpest tool in the shed. Quick attacks. Oh, these people are named. Oh, that's the title of one of these things.
Fall back now.
You know, I think I've never had an ally that's done more, has been more helpful in combat than it's done damage to me. You know, what is that? That's a combat servitor instead of a regular servitor. So what we're going to do, this is my plan. I'm planning on hitting this person repeatedly with this attack.
Who, if not me?
And then I could do this. I'm not in the right spot for that. So I'm going to be doing the basic attack, so I may as well use... What's this?
On it.
Okay.
Consider this a taste of what's to
Hemorrhaging.
come.
And then attack.
I'll see to it personally.
The best defense is a good offense.
I don't know if I did well there.
It's
Well, I
as
do
good
know.
as done.
It endures a thing that I completely forgot about. What's this? Oh, lethargy. Lethargy? 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 Oh no, they're actually named people. You just poisoned me!
I've faced worse than this.
And then they just stunned me in it.
Follow my lead.
Okay, you're gonna take the you're gonna take this. You're gonna run into him. I could
Victory is imminent.
we're gonna do this. I think this is better than doing a
your
basic
back and
attack. I could be wrong, but I think it's better. Cassia, are you poisoned at the moment? No? You seem fine. Can you get anyone with this ability? It's the only ability that... You can get her with that ability. Well, you know what you have to do then, right? Target gains +1, okay.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Isn't
just-
this a job for the serfs?
She does get on my nerves a bit with those with what she says, but this
I'm
ability
not accustomed to being ordered around.
is enough that I'm fine with what she does. What's this? When did I get this? Is that what this is? Oh, I wish it was free to make it so that they could dodge. I think it's just better really to...
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Call the bold and then shoot like him. I could kill him off. Ooh, I could try and kill that guy. I feel like you want to be killing someone off, and I feel like this dude is the highest chance of killing someone off. I think that's just made the whole turn better. Hey Jay, don't walk into the.
Aw, you're no fun.
Did she hurt me there? Should I be worried that she tried to hurt me there? Wait, why do I have no movement on her turn? Yeah. You know what? I can still move around. It just involves me using this ability.
I'll do it.
Now that I'm here, who can I shoot? Can I shoot that? We're gonna try.
Without deed is worthless.
Well, I hope I haven't hurt my friend. Oh, did she give me the extra turn? Oh, that makes so much more sense now. She's one of the people who can give extra turns. Oh, that might change the fact I change if I use her or not. Wow, that person didn't even get a name. The two of your friends got a name and you didn't.
Why did I not foresee this?
This is my own fault in hindsight.
Temporary setback.
Stop hitting me, Ashmak.
You. That's not the attack I expected him to use.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
I forget which one of these abilities activates their attack. So I'm kind of scared to use them.
My vow is
Okay, I'm trying it. Ah, I could have used it before! Wait, does this hurt you?
quest approved.
It does! It does! It does! I finally found out what actually hurts. Can I shoot them? Only a 50% chance of shooting that guy. Okay, well, controlled
Justice
shot.
for the weak.
Kill the weak.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll
Kill.
do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
You did well there.
Stop mocking me.
Wait, did Wilbur... No, Wilbur's fine. Wilbur's fine. Wilbur's fine.
It's worse than this.
Wilbur's fine. He's just in the gas. You know, when I came into this area originally,
Didn't flinch.
my first instinct was, God, this place is a horrendous place to fight.
Insignificant value.
And that's literally the first thing that's happened here. It's been arguably the worst fight I've ever had. Hey! I dodged it. Now, I may have actually been a bit too quick to do that, but
I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
I'm hoping his defensive stance and everything means that he's fine. Cassia, are you in the mist? It doesn't matter either way. Even if you are in the mist, I'm going to continue to keep you there. You're too useful to me like that. I'm gonna
Me?
try something just
If
because
you
I'm
insist, Lord
interested.
Captain.
And I still don't feel like I'm particularly in trouble. Could be wrong.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
But do you reckon I can
If
do
I
this?
may.
Nice, they thought about it. Wait, did she? She just killed my friend. What the fu- What the frick? What? What? How is that fair? I don't think much changes if I move up, really. I'm gonna try moving up, though.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Can I move like this?
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Ugh, my faith shields me.
It does? Why is it a 0% chance for me to hit someone directly in front of me? What game? Look at that. 0% chance. All of this is 0% chance. I mean, I'm gonna take it, just on the off chance it actually hits.
I'll do it.
Oh, 0% chance, but it does hit. It hits 2 people. Okay, my friend told me that there might be a couple glitches in this game. I can see what he means now.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Pain cleanses the body.
That just shot me! She's just shooting me! Why? Have I missed some
Be
part of her
careful not to
character?
cross my gaze.
You're shooting me so much! Shoot the enemy! I'm trying to help you here!
Dead? Yes.
This sacrifice will forge our way to victory.
All they're doing is shooting me!
I'll brush this off.
Is this actually a trap? Is that the logic? Is this get?
My blood.
I don't think I want to move because I feel like every step you make, you. Wow, overheating it does not help. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. You know what? You're gonna run up. You're gonna run up to right here.
I will.
Yeah, sure. Take the damage.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Is there anything else I want to put on you? I'll put this on you. Why not?
Doubt is for the weak.
That was a 50% chance.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I don't like us being desperate.
And your pain won't stop me.
How did they take a load of damage? I feel like I'm missing stuff. You know what I mean?
Taking calculated risk is my second nature. I'll make it happen. Who, if not me? I'll see to it personally.
Okay, the enemies have definitely gotten stronger because, I mean, I used to be able to kill them in one shot. Fuck, I'm giving it to Pascal because I'm scared to give it to Jade because she'll just kill me. So if you look at this, it does 14 to 19, right? Now if we ever look at this attack, it also does 14 to 19, which according to that means that this ability that gives it plus 75% damage, it's not a thing, just doesn't exist. Like, I could be wrong here, but I feel like I'm hitting him with the... Oh, I'm screwed. Oh, she didn't attack. I don't know if I should be offended by that. On one hand, she's gone, sure, I'm not going to hurt you. But on the other hand, she's just done nothing when she could have hurt them. What? And you have two... Oh, she gave me... I keep forgetting that that's a thing. Oh, she did this at the very least. I'll give her that. Move, move, move. Oh, thanks.
Guided by faith.
I'll move to there. Why not? Means that they don't take pot shots at me, I think. What kind of weapon is that? And how do I get one of those weapons? I think this is a situation where at no point do I think that I'm in the right to go like, oh, this is really, really bad. At no point do I think that at all. But I feel like I have the right to be slightly annoyed about some of the situations that have happened. You know? What did I do? Do I take the 50-50 shot on him or the shot to protect? No. I chose him. I'm hoping for that crit. I don't even think I'll notice if I get the crit. That's the thing. Not like, oh god, look at me, I always get them. As in, like, I just don't even... I don't know if I've ever gotten a crit. I assume I have. I assume it's not incredibly different to crits in, like, in other TTRPG systems. So I assume I have gotten one.
I'll do it.
This is why
For the life of me, I couldn't tell you what they were.
You never stood a chance.
So, I don't know. I don't know, the more I look at this, I'm not sure whether I should be worried that I had this big of a problem,
I'll make it happen.
or whether I should just assume that this isn't a problem. Isn't a problem with me and is instead... I mean, I like having the second attack.
It's as good as done.
This isn't a problem with me and is instead just a problem with the environment, maybe? I don't know how her friends have survived. I think they have some sort of like overpowered plot immunity or something.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Because I feel like they should have died in that gas. And there, in fairness, there is a decent amount of things I've done here
You should have thought twice before crossing me.
that I regret not doing. A decent amount of things I regret not doing here. I didn't use this ability. I didn't use this whenever I had a free time. Maybe it would have meant that morale wouldn't have been as bad. There's 3 of you? There's no 4 of you. Isn't it you 2, you 3, and then there's the assistant? Is he not counted? Wait, is he added because of a difficulty thing or something? Oh god, I hope I haven't actually been... Actually something like that has happened or something. I wonder what the cargo is. I wonder if I care. 2, 3, 5, thank the exalted one. Those ash mags didn't have the time to make off with anything yet. She carefully inspects the containers emblazoned with the marking with the same unknown freight operator, then smiles and touches the comm bead in her ear. Give me 2 minutes, Shireen. I'll send the coordinates to my loyal crew who will deliver my property somewhere safe. And done. We're good. Now how about we relocate to somewhere more pleasant and private to discuss details of our deal, specifically payment for your effort. Yeah, sure. Stop right there in the name of the liege. Ah, they all got the gaunt, pale-skinned man. By the way, I feel like everything in this world is gaunt and pale-skinned. In grimy clergy robes, glances at you and immediately falls to his knees. Your Excellency, please forgive my vehemence, my most noble will, but I never expected to encounter such eminent persons in this corner of the Footfall. I am Valdame Torkar's personal agent. I came here to remove from criminal circulation a shipment, the distribution of which is banned in the land of Footfall. Horrendous Xeno heresy that is fraudulently delivered to the bastion of the Holy Imperium. I do not doubt for a moment, most noble Wilbur, that your presence here is a misunderstanding brought about by another's manipulations. It is too great of a coincidence that the Liege's representative should arrive in the Shadow Quarters just after Jay has recovered her rightful spoils. It seems that the guard reported the problems with the shipments over the box, and not just to anyone but to the Liege's personal agent. Valdame Torkar knew about the shipment from the start and planned to take it for himself and get rid of Jay if he could. Behold the grubby, underhanded struggles between cold traders, and had not been for your impromptu deal struck in the bar, Valdame might have succeeded. It belongs to me. Is he trying to encroach onto the property of the rogue trader? No, your lordship. I beg you to forgive this wretched serf. A terrible misunderstanding. 1,000 apologies. I won't disturb you further. I wish I could have seen Valdame's face when he finds out he almost stepped on the toes of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse. Listen, Wilbur, I'm genuinely sorry about this confusion. Valdame and I have had our difficulties, but I never thought he'd want to clean me out and do away with me in some dark corner. At least not so soon. If you hadn't agreed to our deal, Shireen, my gang and I would be floating in orbit around one of Footfall's asteroids. And yes, my shipment contains Xeno artifacts, possessions of which is a death sentence for any commoner, but you, Shireen, do not strike me as a commoner. If I had told you directly, you would have become, shall we say, complicit. But since those illicit words did not escape my lips, and you would be merely agreeing to help an unfortunate soul, me, to recapture a few containers, my sincerest wish was to protect you from any unnecessary trouble, Shireen. I swear by the Exalted One, and I do hope that this misunderstanding will not affect our future cooperation. This statement is true, with the exception that you yourself are an uneducated laywoman and a thief who ought to stay away from the technology perversities of non-humans. I am now requesting your disposal. Uneducated? Me? I've held things in my hand that you, cog for brains, can only dream of in your oil-soaked data fantasies. Stop hiding behind piety and law. You're simply defending your clique's monopoly on anything and everything of interest and monetary value. Tell me about your business on Footfall, the truth of it, and don't leave anything out. Or I could do this one. Right then, this isn't my first year in the Expanse. It's not my first year in business either. I've sat at the negotiation table with all sorts, not just loot hunters and smugglers either, but with Xenos, one's intelligent enough to believe that mutual benefit was a better encounter of our meeting than mutual destruction. I know what the Ecclesiarchy has to say about that, but speaking from the bottom of my heart, I know where the line is between an ordinary deal and a betrayal of humanity, and I would never cross it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 2. We think alike, Shireen. Well then, does that mean I can hope for your partnership to continue? I love that there's just this one. No more secrets or half-truths. I swear on the goodness of the Exalted One. Yeah, you don't like it. Yeah, nice. We got some profit factor. Bye. Hello. So what is she specifically using? If I go to inventory, what do you use in battle? You use a freaking shuriken pistol. I'm not sure you're supposed to have that. And a splinter pistol. And then a sword. But you're leveling officer, which I love officer. So I could give her this. I don't really know what she does, but I feel like having 2 master tacticians is never bad. And she'll actually use these abilities. You know what? Why not? There. You're part of the
Keep your
crew.
wits about you.
Why? Because officers are incredibly good. It's literally that. I don't care about really what she's offering to the whole thing, because I'm playing a iconoclast,
I always
right?
keep my
But I'm
options
also
open.
playing what most of the time I would do in these situations, which is I'd be like, look, I know everyone says that armored body glove. Do I have a better one? Improved armored body glove. Yes. I know everyone's like, oh, this is really bad that you're working with the blimmin' Xenos, and I'd be like, oh no. If we can get something out of it, and as long as we're continuing to... Is she good at coercion? She's very good at coercion. She good at awareness? Not really. You got an eye patch because it's awesome. If it can help us continue the betterment of the Imperium, then I'm gonna do it. I wonder if that will be enough time. Pardon me. I wonder if that will be enough time to allow me to go into the infected area. You know, it's a possibility, right? I'd be interested to see what her alignment is as well, Because I think she's probably going to be like, I don't see her being heretical, because I don't think anything she's doing, I guess in Heavenly it's heretical. She's probably heretical, but I don't. Ooh. For now, I'm not going to do anything about that, but here it is. She's nothing. Okay. Okay, we're going to quickly check this guy. And if he doesn't say anything... So if we look at this now, we've got this. Which we can't do yet. We've got this, which is someplace I don't even know. We've got this, which means to go back to the ship. We've got this one, which is, again, we're going back to the ship. And then there's this one that's a potential. And other than that, we're all done. So all of it wants me to go back to the ship, so I think I'm just going to go back to the ship. I feel like the gang that was supposed to be this big gang that was going through and like you know, killing people and being the big boss, and like they somehow always know where I am. Didn't I just kill their leader really easily? That's what it felt like at the very least. Which I find a bit weird. It kind of made him a bit of a... It lessened his, like, impact. Because I got attacked a couple times, but it was never in a situation where I lost anything particularly big. I lost a guy I just met. But, like, it's a guy I just met, right? Oh, this is a thing. Unit Opticon 22 extends its official greeting and invites you to a synchronous communication. Converging point, Dock, Alpha, Rho, topic of conversation, discharge of contract, Logistica, Theta. I don't know what that is, but let's have a look at the journal. Where does that fall under? Is it an errand? Dock Alpha Rho.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I mean, I'll just explore here a bit more. And hopefully I find whoever was talking to me. This place kind of looks like a cool place to talk to people. Any of you cool? No, you're pretty not cool.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Any of you cool? Want to join my crew? Oh, it's right there. Oh, hello. Honored interrogator, what a surprise! Did you perchance leave something in your cabin? Not at all, first officer. I'm not in the habit of leaving a trail, but I thank you for your concern. I'm pleased to see you again, Henrik. I'm glad to hear that my presence aboard your ship did not leave an unpleasant memory. I hope your disposition won't change once I've explained the reason for my visit. I was able to contact my mentor and report the tragic event that transpired in Rikard Minus. I also received some information from my agents regarding the movement and actions of enemies of humanity, including the Xenos, which we assumed were involved in the theft of the star. According to their findings, the threat now hangs over other worlds. This time, yours, Lord Captain. By the order of Lord Inquisitor Xavier Kalagzar, whose duty is to stand sentinel over the Cronus Expanse, the rogue trader of House von Valencia is to take board an agent of the most Holy Inquisition and provide escort and support in deeds great and small that serve to safeguard the territory of the Imperium against its enemies. This decree is effective immediately upon the announcement and remain in effect until decided otherwise. Would you mind translating? The Lord Inquisitor has deemed that my presence aboard your ship and in your retinue would be significantly more beneficial to fight against the heresy and evil that may return to my mental side. Our parting before our arrival on Footfall was premature. I can't really say no, can I? The cause of the activities of humanity's enemies include the cult of the Final Dawn. In my absence, the situation in the Cronus Expanse has changed. I have received an exhaustive report from my agents. This heresy has taken root in the regions where Von Valencia worlds would lie. You probably already know about the fate of the industrial world of Kivara Gamma. If not, I will share what details I know, but not here. Better to talk aboard. I'm not going to say all that. An answer befitting a righteous servant of the Emperor. If duty has brought you aboard the Rogue Trader ship once more, then such is the Emperor's will. Thank you, sister. The Inquisition? Wilbur, you never mentioned you're socialized with such distinguished servants of the Emperor. I bet there's someone truly remarkable to warrant such eminent and close attention. Mistress Hidara, ever since my first visit to Footfall, I've been hearing about your colleagues and personal talents, but I'm afraid your full name escapes me. Would you kindly refresh my memory? I don't mind, Cherie. Let my full name remain naught but a stray sound to you, plain and uninteresting. Master von Calix, since you are with us once more, I do hope you will find time to finish our conversation about the literary work of Kronhala the Blessed. I will make every effort. I must also deliver this. For my eyes only. No, I don't want you in the group. Not because I don't like you, but because I have her and I want to try her out. This is the spotlight. The tall, hunched tech priest stared at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin of his hands is of a sickly grey hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him an air of, I've never seen that word before, lugubriousness? Initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative / structure part / of the Cogniance fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links / trade deals / donations. Initiating official greeting procedure for / esteemed / high value / visitors / glory / success / to House von Valencia. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation logistica theatre. I received an invitation to a meeting. Confirm, I wish to discharge the mutual contractual obligation designated logistica theta. Under the contractual obligation in question, 34761 teracycles ago, to the exploratory cognizance fleet received from representative of authorized units of the Von Valencian dynasty a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantillion void tankers. Received it and then didn't pay. Should I go on, or is there enough synonyms? You say my dynasty has had extensive business deals with you. The statement is true. was Pact 8 Yule, in accordance with which Archmagus Cubius Deflim, Data Usher of the Sevenfold Hallowed Workshop of the Sacred World of Euphrates II, was transferred to the planet Kivos Gamma. Oof, that's the place that they said really bad things about. What payment can I expect? Maintenance liturgies. Cool. Sure, I'll take the payment. I wish to make a trade deal. What can I get from you, exploiters? Allow the user to parry melee attacks with their ranged weapon using ballistic skill instead of weapon skill. That's not useful. These are. That's useful if I ever wanted to go. You see, everything I see here makes me kind of wish that I had is interested in incorporating under the terms of the treaty of March, the proprietor. Okay. You want samples of sacred technology. Pay for information on planets studied by. Okay. Why do you want to? Okay, sure. Sounds good. Sounds interesting. Is there anything else I need to do here? There's a part of me that's like, with this one here. Not this one there. Where is it? This one here. Assess the situation. There's a part of me that feels like maybe this could possibly go now, but I don't think so. So I'm just going to go to the Void Glitch. It may be a mistake. In fact, it probably is a mistake. I probably should have checked again, but I think it's going to be a bit bigger of a major event before that happens. I'm so annoyed that I got like properly injured in that combat. It's just all the barrels. And I don't know what my team's going to be now. Because I like the Interrogator, but I also like Ray, or whatever her name is. She seems cool. Also, she's an officer. And the more officers I have, the better. Look, Captain, the inspection of the ship's systems is complete. The tech priests are reporting the machine turrets are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel. Except there is an issue that you must be made aware of. Cassia makes quick, nervous gestures, adjusting the adornment of her third eye. I have been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double-check the route to Darganus and discovered that it does not match the one recorded in the Atlas. It is more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no longer be used for travelling. To make matters worse, I started checking the paths from the Atlas, one after the other, and saw that the same everywhere. The warp is rolling with an ominous storm bursting with vivid and screaming colours. It will not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is now utterly useless. Warp storms are our enemy, just like heretics and demons. This is a shame they cannot be dispersed with flame or a bolter. Now we can be certain that the problems with the astropathic communication in Coronis Expanse are no coincidence. There is a warp disturbance in your way, Lord Captain. It is swallowing messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means you will need to locate the key worlds of Von Valencia's protectorate as soon as possible. I'm talking about Janus, Darganus, and Kiava Gamma. Charting new routes so that they can be reached and restoring control will be the necessary next steps. What will be the consequence of losing contact with these worlds be? I don't know. I know what they are, the consequences. Tell me about Janus. The surface of Janus was altered extensively so the planet could be designated as an agri-world. It is a powerful food base capable of supplying the burgeoning protectorate and exporting provisions to the other worlds at the same time. Janus owes much of its prosperity to the governor house of Viat. Under its leadership, the world has grown ever more prosperous year after year, securing shipments and taxes while keeping the workforce tightly controlled. What about the Gamma? Industrial world Kiava Gamma is being managed by the governor house of Gaprak and supplies your proletariat with rare mineral resources. Additionally, the planet features an Adeptus Mechanicus manufacturer that processes materials and prepares them for shipment. I testify that Gamma is a world marked by the Omnisci's patronage. By his grace, the manufacturers of the colony are inhibited by committed and industrial machine spirits. Mistress Toyman neglected to mention that the manufacturer also supplies heavy machinery for forage harvesters to vessel systems and components. You display commendable knowledge of our world's capabilities. What about this other place? It's the heart of soul of your protectorate. It is where the main administrative resource and storage facilities are, and so is the palace. If you would like to know, this is where you will be publicly accept the title of Rogue Trader. It's a major administrative hub. Okay. What should we deal with first? Rediscovering the agri-world will supply your proletariat with something none of your servants can do without: sustenance. The importance of basic sustenance supply should not be underestimated. Just look at footfall. On the other hand, I am concerned by the rumours concerning Gamma, that there have been no problems in Janus for many years, but something is very wrong with the industrial world right now. Delay may cost us the entire planet. I trust I do not have to explain the capital world. Losing it would make us the laughingstock of the other dynasties. Besides, the loss of chroniclers and legislators would spell a bureaucratic catastrophe. So all of them are equally vital. Sure. That's all, Lord Captain. It's not all. It's not all. For one. For one, I need to talk with Blimmin' Sister of Battle, Argenta.
Greetings.
Greetings. And I'm waiting for you to tell me about your past and to explain the strange words of that cultist.
Yes.
I am
I'm
ready.
I would ask only one thing of you, Rogue Trader. If I may.
Of course. Let's go touch the Emperor statue. That sounded wrong when I said it. Immediately it sounded wrong. Argenta drops to one knee, her hands making the sign of the Aquila. Her eyes are locked on the sweeping signature of the warrant, a seemingly mundane thing, merely a flourish on a piece of paper, unless one knows whose hand left that mark and whose blood is on that paper. If thou seest the flaw in me, smite me. If thou knowest a fail of mine, burn me with flames and fury and righteousness. But if thou seekst a light in me, grace me. If thou hearest thy plea of mine, bless me with wrath of fury and righteousness. For I breathe by the will of thine, for I live by the law of thine. I carry thy word, O Emperor. I bring solace to the servants of thine, and ruin to the foes of thine, and fate of terror and righteousness. Rogue Trader, we need to talk, or rather I need to tell you something. The truth about how I ended up on Theodore of Valencia's ship, and about the cultists we encountered on Football. I'm listening. Please understand, I couldn't trust you before. I'll tell you my story and you'll see why. I'll start at the beginning. It's easier to piece everything together that way. Upon arrival in the Expanse and on footfall, I found no purpose here. Only torment. I wasn't needed. The reliquary had been assigned to Safeguard, which was already well protected by Reverend Person's mission, and no one was even trying to defile it, for all its lawlessness. Footfall respects the worship of the Emperor. That was when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of divine will in a way. It was from her that I learned about a planet recently discovered by her scouts, Salis Prime. For a rogue trader, this planet was of little interest, a feral world away from convenient warp routes. But for me, learning about its existence was a revelation. I've never heard of this planet. Does it belong to the Von Valentian dynasty? Yes. Now the planet is yours by right, but it's not as simple as that. The warp route leading to it is lost. I will explain in due time. May I continue? Please continue. The description of Salis Prime was familiar to me. It seemed very similar to a world from an ancient legend. The legend of Saint Argenta and her ship. Argenta, the living saint. She is my patroness. The order named me after her. She died a millennia ago, when heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. But even those blasphemers could not touch Argenta's ashes, or her holy relic, the One Star, for the fallen ship, which now served as a resting place for the saints' remains, would only allow the truly righteous to enter. All others would meet their death. Imagine what I felt when this flash of insight came upon me. The world where Saint Argenta's ship fell was merely a vague legend. No one knew its actual whereabouts, and suddenly I, myself named after the saint, come across this information. I realized at this moment that it was important, that I must journey to the planet and find the ship, and so I asked Reverend to let me go for a time on a personal pilgrimage. I boarded Theodora's ship and demanded passage to the newly discovered Salis Prime. Surely the Reverend could have helped you. I couldn't just come out and tell him. It was a portent revealed to me personally, can't you see? I told Reverend the honest truth, that I was going on a personal pilgrimage to embolden my spirit. It really was a pilgrimage. It was as if Saint Argenta herself had shown me the way, commanding me to undertake this trial. If I had found the ship and set foot on its decks, if I had laid my hand on her remains and the relic, it would have been a sign that I had truly been blessed with the saint's favour. I understand. I thought that I had been called, that finding the ship was my destiny, my place in the world, but perhaps there is something to that. I imagine Theodora was thrilled with the prospect. Lady Theodora lent her assistance. It was her intention to visit the newly discovered world, and she took me with her. You mentioned something called the One Star. What is it? Apologies, I got so carried away I forgot to explain it. The One Star is the relic kept by Saint Argenta. I belong to the Order Prontus, and we attach particular significance to holy relics. The One Star is one of the lost relics of the past, so mysterious that no one can even know what it is exactly. Argenta's hagiograph at times calls it a banner or a set of armour of a blessed chainsword. One thing is for certain, it was a beacon of righteousness, and it was lost with Argenta's death. What happened next? Defeat. The ship's augurs failed to detect anything of note during orbital scanning. I was expecting this though. According to the legend, the ship can conceal itself from the naked eye, and only a pilgrim guided by a pure heart can find it. What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on the planet. I landed there with a small unit provided by Theodora. I know Saint Argenta's hagiography by heart. I knew all of the legends about her. I followed the obscure clues, the description of mountains and rivers from millennia-old tales, and I was certain I had found the way to the ship, and that's when we were attacked. The words we heard in the heretic's shrine on Footfall. Something about ways, doors, please, addressed to some lord, the edge of daybreak. They were the same words as those spoken by the cultists who attacked us on Salus Prime. My whole unit perished. All those honest, brave people I have led to search for the relic. It was only by a miracle that I didn't perish along with them. I didn't connect the events at first. The cultists on Footfall, the cultists on Salus Prime, the cultists attacking the ship, and Conrad's betrayal. But what if they were all linked in the same chain? What if they've long since infiltrated the ranks of Von Valentian servants? What if I led the heretics to the sacred planet with my search? No need to blame yourself. If the heretics really had wormed their way into Von Valentian's ranks by then, they would have found the planet even without you going there. I doubt it. No one except me was particularly interested in the planet. Conrad, on the other hand, he sympathised with me when I first came aboard. He arranged an audience with Theodora and supported me in the effort to visit the planet. I never told him plainly why I wanted to go there, but I imagine that Vulture must have figured something important, something related to the holy faith of the Imperium. Sadly, the only one who might have all the answers, Conrad, escaped. Oh yes, and I sincerely hope that we will meet again. That's why you didn't trust me, correct? Yes, Rogue Trader. I saw it with my own eyes how a member of your family showed his true colours as the servant of the arch-enemy. I have already suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of the cultists, and I was afraid of another betrayal. I couldn't be forthright with you, and so I studied you, looking for a seed of corruption or a light of righteousness. And what did you find? A man who stood shoulder to shoulder with me and helped to eradicate the cultists on Footfall. Although my opinion of you started to change even before then, back when you agreed to torture the orphans at my request, a leader who's willing to honour those who laid down their lives for them and take care of their children is a leader who inspires trust. And the way you acted in that moment, do you remember? There was a young man whose grief and confusion had driven him to insolence. You didn't turn a blind eye to his misdeeds, but you chose the right words to show him the path to redemption. It was harsh, but necessary, like the Emperor's truth, like bitter medicine that helps the sick. I've learned much about you in that moment, Rogue Trader, and I want to believe that I wasn't mistaken in my judgment. So to clarify, you were wounded, so you never found the ship. Yes, I rushed to Theodora the moment I could walk again. And I insisted on going back to Salus Prime to defend the relic from the heretics, but I was told that the warp had destroyed the old route to the planet and that plotting a new course would be a great deal of time and effort. In any event, the route was lost, and all knowledge of it died in the attack on the ship along with the old navigator. But now we have a new lead. The data we collected in the cultist shrine on Footfall, I don't care what that reprobate we executed said. There must be ways to track them down. Tell me, Rogue Trader, will you help me in this undertaking? Will you help me find this great relic and return it to the people of the Imperium? Yes, this. So be it, Rogue Trader. As I stand here before the warrant, the embodiment of the Emperor's will, marked by his own hands, I vow that I will not relent until the holy relic has been returned, and the heretics punished, by the light of the Emperor. I don't even know if that was the last bit. I just assumed when it says by the light, normally followed by the word of the Emperor. But, well, that was interesting. So that's a sort of side mission where we can get, I'm assuming, get a holy relic. And I'm guessing, the way they've said it, you can kind of choose what the relic is. What did I want to do next? I wanted to talk with you. Nope, you're not who I wanted to talk to. Hey, High Factorium. Maybe it's you that I wanted to talk to? My retinue and I are needing training. I want to reset the progress on Agenta And the reason for this is very simple. I like all of her abilities, don't get me wrong. Rapid reload is really good. I like that. What did I take on her? I don't remember, but I'm gonna guess. Maybe having... I definitely took this at some point. I remember that. But I'm just gonna check to see if there's anything else I took on her. I don't think I took any of these abilities. No, she's not normally next to allies. No, I don't care about that. I don't mind this. I don't mind this, actually. I'm gonna take this. That's not that bad. But I'm going to take this. What did I have her doing? I think I have her doing demolition. I want that. So effectively, the second class I took, I didn't particularly like, because I looked at my friend's game and I realised that apparently one of the ones that I thought was well, I was like, this is... She uses a bolter. One of the ones I thought was the right decision, or the best of a bad situation, is actually just a bad one in comparison to another one. I do like Medicae on anyone, but perception, I guess. So I'm going to have a look at any of the abilities down here and see if they're any decent. She's probably not going to be that low on wounds. That's not that bad, but... I mean, I don't care about her lore at all, right? So I'm going to take this. I don't think bonuses to crit hit chance, bonuses to being near people is that... I think this one might be decent. Having extra cover's not bad. Now I could be screwing her over and she could have been really good before, and I'm just like respecking her completely badly, but... At the end of the day, as long as I'm having fun playing, I don't really care. How much is a 3% chance? I don't think that's so useful. Although if I'm given another chance, I might take it. I think I'm going to take the bonus to dodge. These, again, I may be completely wrong in what I'm doing here. Now, I think it's this one. This ability. Like, you'd think there's versatility. Whenever he uses a different type, stack of versatility, right? And then you gain a bonus for every stack of versatility. But this ability here, I feel like the next attack will cost 0 AP and will not count towards your attack limit and will grant you an extra grant you a stack of versatility, even if the attack is the same as the last. Right, I think this ability is enough to go this one. Like, this one and this one seem very useful compared to what I was taking before, the Bounty Hunter, which didn't seem very good. I think this one's better, and I think I probably want... I'm gonna take Devastating Attack first. That's what I wanted to change on him. On her, sorry. Hey Jay, I heard you wanted to talk with me.
Allow me to thank you again for helping me with the cargo, Shireen. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily, and I'll hear more about their scheme yet.
Yeah.
Let's strike a deal, Shireen. I will watch your back if you do me a favor and watch mine.
There's something you want.
jokes.
What was the business you wanted to discuss?
Shireen, I did manage to spark your
Allow me to
interest.
invite you to
Allow
your
me to invite you to
a more private place. Right, okay. I didn't say... You sparked my interest, but I didn't say you could use my personal room. Why are we here? Shireen, the Exalted One, himself brought us together the day you crossed Vladame's threshold. He led us to the cargo and gave his blessing for its return. Do you know what people of my world say when such things happen? What's gained is to be shared with your neighbour. She points at the container in front of her. One contains a polished Eldarian rifle, a rare model, and the other holds an ornate sword. I'm showing what I gained with you. This fucking looks cool. I hope I can use this. Oh no, you need fucking proficiency. Please accept these humble gifts in honor of your wildly successful though suddenly struck friendship. A truly wonderful gift. I accept with gratitude. I knew you'd appreciate the Xenos mastery of their craft. So, the matter I wanted to discuss with you is related to my business. You know that I sell Xenos artifacts to interested Imperial subjects and Imperial trinkets to Xenos. Business is going well, my network runs even without my participation. But when it comes to expansion, well, that is where we hit a wall. Rivals, envious of my success, Falco especially, I am certain that the theft of the cargo was his doing, but I can never predict what the Ashmag will do next, and while the Imperial authorities may be fragmented in the Expanse, it could crack down on people of my profession at any moment. I think I follow. You wish to use me? Exalted One, Forfend, could such a lonely servant of the Emperor use the radiant bearer of the warrant like some kind of tool? The other way around, however. The rogue trader put in a good word for me with the servants of the Adeptus Administratum. I could become an official trade representative of the Imperium. Just imagine it. A little scrap of paper will offer me and my agents protection against Ashmag's schemes, far better than any refractor field. And even the Inquisition will have to think twice before they mess with me, because I'll be a representative of the law in my own right. The best part of it all is that it will cost you precisely nothing, Shireen. All you have to do is stop by the Administratum Palace and obtain a certificate from the Master of Seals. My informant tells me the place is located on Darganus, your capital world. You'll see how everything I've aligned so wonderfully, and of course, I will pay you in kind. How do I How do I benefit from your gaining official status? Besides being the receipt of my eternal gratitude, Shireen? Wouldn't it be beneficial to have someone in your retinue with the weight of authority behind them, rather than just another pawn? One slip of paper and I'll be able to expand my network to systems far beyond Footfall. My agents will be your eyes and ears throughout the expanse. That sounds simple enough, I'll help you. Exalted One bless you, Shireen. I couldn't find a better business partner. And you will have no complaints about our friendship, Shireen. I may not be a trade representative of the Imperium just yet, but I can still help you with whatever you need. You must have some faction in mind that you wish to establish relations with. The Severe Durcian? The hot-headed pirates of the Cas Balanca? You merely need to say that use the right word like a key for a lock and people will open their hearts and their wallets. Or their wallets, I will arrange everything, you merely have to ask. I don't know who I want to choose. But I feel like the Adeptus Mechanicus I'd need some help with. The Adeptus Mechanicus, they are partners I need now. No problem, Shireen. I will put in the good word. I will humbly wait upon you to steer the vessel towards Darganus. Cool. Yeah, I can't really talk to the Master of Seals anytime soon, though. I hope you realise that that's probably... I think that's probably maybe... the... third place I'm going? I don't care if I really lose it. Okay, if I go to the Cronus Expanse map... Lord Captain, we are once more within the reach of the Von Valentian Protectorate. Our utmost urgency in restoring communication with your planet and bestowing the wisdom of your decree upon the stewards, developing colonies, claiming new territories and establishing trade links. Saw your privilege and burden. Cool. I'm going back to Footfall. I'm going back to the Shadow Quarters with my group. I'm hoping this doesn't affect the timing thing. But I just kind of want to see if that was the big thing that allowed them enough time to move the mines. I mean, it might screw me over. This might be a mission that was too powerful for me. But you never know. You never know. You never know. And also, like, this seems like a big thing. I only have half an hour left of this stream. I'm worried that maybe it'd be too big for like half an hour. We'll check. We'll check to see if they've moved stuff. If they haven't moved stuff, then I'll do a quick check at the Mechanicus to see if there's anything more I can buy, or whether it's the profit factor that's fucking us over. Cool. And if it's the profit factor, it's the profit factor. What can you do at that point? In hindsight, I probably should have gone for the long-term boost to my relationship with the Mechanicus by instead just taking the relationship thing. I don't even remember what I got from it. I'm thinking it was like money, but no, money doesn't mean anything in this. Was it like... like fuel? I really don't know, but I'm hoping I can buy some new stuff from you. No, it is profit factor that's screwing me over. Okay, that doesn't seem incredible. Is there anything here I actually particularly want? I wish I could use this. I really do. Who can use this? Can you use it? Is it good? Is it good for you? Did you give me a weapon that's just better for you? Like, it does less armor penetration than the splinter pistol, but it does a lot more damage. It has dodge reduction, additional chances to hit. And if I make her into a sniper, that's kind of cool. Because I could give her the target designator. And I think I got something ages ago that boosts snipers as well. For the life of me, I can't remember what it is, though. I'm going to have a quick look through my stuff. I really hope I haven't sold it, though. There was a good chance I sold it, because I was like, I'm never going to use this, so what's the point in having it? What is this, by the way? Oh, she has she's just fully Eldari. I would have thought she'd have like a mix of stuff from different Xenos. No. Sorry, I know it's not particularly interesting to watch me slowly go through stuff. I've sold it. I've sold it.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Or it's on Wilbur. It might be on Wilbur. I'll remember that. Remind me if I don't remember it. But I think I'm going to turn her into a sniper officer. I should have maybe taken... Could I have taken Bounty Hunter on her? I don't know if that would have worked together. I don't even know if she'll ever shoot. Because she's an officer. I guess the only big thing about officer is really the... You get another turn ability. Void ship management. Ooh, that's a thing. Anyone that's better in any spot as the... You're the best, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best. You're the best. Yeah, okay, you don't take up any position that isn't already taken up. I'm going to go over to here, and then I'm going to check to see if I can scan it and put stuff on it. No. Okay. How do I leave? Like, isn't that my objective right now? Can't I leave? Do I have to talk with the navigator? Tell you what, let me read the mission again. I just kind of clicked through it. Oh, sometimes I'm like, why are the tutorials obvious? These things are so obvious, they're never going to come up. And then other times this happens and I realise that, okay, I actually do need... Tutorials do have to be a thing for me. I think you want this one first, really. Sister Argenta, yeah. Oh. I didn't realise I had to talk with him. I mean, that would be quite interesting to do. Heinrich. Old buddy, old pal. Where are you hiding? I know you're going to be somewhere near here, because this feels like what you... There you are. Hey, old buddy, how? You wanted to discuss the nature of your mission?
Yes, but not here.
Yeah. Everyone wants to move to a safer location. Thank you for finding an opportunity to talk. I trust now it would be a good time to explain the reason for my return aboard your ship. I welcome the chance to assist in the Inquisitors with their inquiries, von Calaxius. Lord Captain, your enthusiasm is commendable. To business then. The cult of the Final Dawn. The madmen preach their heretical doctrine among the denizens of the Cronus Expanse, and instigate crimes against the throne and humanity. One such crime took place in your proletariat. The Lord Inquisitor considers it necessary to have one of his acolytes accompany the rogue trader on the voyage into the corrupted region. I also need to meet with one of my observers of the capital world on your dominion. Why would Order Xenos agents investigate a chaos cult? You are well versed in how the Inquisitor is organized, Wilbur. Yes, initially our arrival in the Cronus Expanse was dictated by the need to fight the Xenos. But there is more. The cult is tangentially related to my main specialization. Perhaps I will reveal the full truth someday. But right now I ask you to display humility and patience. The Lord Inquisitor mentioned in his letter that he's willing to show lenience. I didn't even read the letter, that's real bad. Towards my actions that would otherwise be interpreted as radical? That is correct. I should show greater tolerance for the mistakes of newly appointed rogue trader. To be frank, I'm surprised the Lord Inquisitor is not the type to indulge the weakness of soul and mind, even in someone who has only recently accepted the burden of the lofty title. I want to know more about the cult of the Final Dawn. Chaos worshippers, most often agents of the throne, run into lone renegades stirring up the rabble, insane prophets and hysterical visionaries, preaching the end of days, a passing comet, a mutant rebellion, an onslaught of monsters. Each time they come up with a new reason why people should prostrate themselves and quiver in fear. Much effort and the blood of those loyal to the Golden Throne was spent before we established connection between these heretics. However, the cult of the Final Dawn is something greater than a gaggle of misguided seers and fortune tellers. They cleverly spread their agents all over the Cronus Expanse, disseminating heresy among honest people on the Imperium worlds. There is a certain strategy to their actions that change whenever we get too close, and finally, they have enough military power to have the two ships that were sent after them later discovered as wreckage. The growing difficulty in making warp jumps is detrimental to us, but is unlikely to inconvenience those who engage in vile sorcery day in, day out. After the events on Ragged Minus, I suspect the cult must have built its nest inside Winterscale's dominion, but the latest reports indicate that your proletariat, that is harbouring heretics, being in your entourage improves my chances of getting close to those secrets. I've already agreed to give you a place aboard the ship. What else? The rogue trader should deliver me to the system that contains the industrial world, Gamma. I will then accompany you to the surface and determine what the cult is planning and how it intends to use the resources that have fallen into their clutches, which may very well include the blessed engines of the Adeptus Mechanicus, and even the followers of the Omnissiah themselves. I will be frank, the answer to this question is unlikely to please either of us. The machinations of chaos usually go beyond solely inflicting countless deaths and destruction. Having their plans come to fruition would lead to far more terrible consequences. One of the systems in the Cronus Expanse is already lost. May the Emperor protect us from watching the tragedy play out again. We met a Chaos Space Marine on Rikard Minus. Do we risk running into his brothers? I have no doubt it will happen sooner or later, Wilbur. Chaos Marines siding with the cult is very, very bad news. Most likely they've kept away until recently, pulling their puppet strings from their respectable distance. These traitors seldom show up alone. The best we can count on is having to deal with just a squad of Space Marines in the Cronus Expanse and not an entire company. A commendable aspiration for a person who holds the fate of billions of people and dozens of imperial worlds in his hands, which is why you need to be ever more vigilant when looking for seeds of corruption on your planets, lest they sprout someday and spell doom for whoever's entangled up in the roots. I think I'm going to just do this. The Drukhari, one of the branches of the Eldari, an ancient and vicious Xenos race. Those creatures are a living terror to ordinary people who fall prey to their raids, for the simple reason that the victims are not killed outright, but instead become their playthings. Just as you and I need air to survive, the Drukhari require psychic energy, born from torment and pain, which they extract from their captives with an uncanny expertise. Their ships, which are difficult to mistake for any other, arrive suddenly and undetected. Their stealth technology greatly surpasses the capabilities of standard Imperial Augur arrays. Their objectives of their raids is never to capture a world or a ship. No, they are only interested in fresh victims. After filling their holds with living captives, they disappear into the webway, a different dimension which conceals their greatest stronghold. Komarag, the dark city of the Drukhari, from which none can hope to escape. I do not know why the Drukhari stole Rykard's son, and brought about the fulfillment of the cult's prophecies. Perhaps the Xenos themselves have played into the archenemy's designs, or perhaps Aurora's divinations in fact describe the Drukhari's actions. There is only one thing I can say with absolute certainty. There is no alliance between the cult of the Final Dawn and the Xenos. It is simply impossible. Why do your suspicions fall on Gamma? Disjointed piece of data that finally merged into a single picture. Additionally, not long ago a vessel from that world arrived on Footfall. The reports from the crew were confused and alarming, making me fear a planet-wide rebellion. What then? On Rikard Minus, you made a decision that sent billions of souls into the grasps of the archenemy. An unreasonable and unforgettably high price for a small handful of people saved by your mercy. Do I consider it a worthy exchange? I most certainly do not. Will I make every effort to make sure an exchange does not happen again? Of course I will. Sentimentality is a luxury I cannot afford. I do not believe you lack compassion. You do not stop me. You did not stop me after all, although you certainly could have tried to. I haven't said that I would not like to be able to afford such luxury. In fact, deep down I understand why you acted that way. I have yet to eliminate the understanding and acceptance within myself, but I will. Let us depart from business matters, Henrik. You once promised to entertain me with compelling conversation. Surely this is not what you had in mind. I think I pissed him off. In fact, I know I pissed him off. Why do I always get lost in here? There's loot in here? Whoa, 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 whoa. There's loot in here? Goods? That doesn't look good. Sorry, I was reading that going like, screw, this doesn't seem good. Fiery Reckoning, Fiery Reckoning, Fiery Reckoning. That's not a good thing to see as well. I have a kind of, this is this feeling in me that like Theodora's not dead and is instead gonna come back as like a, I wouldn't be surprised if she's like the final boss and she's like a demon prince or something. Or I guess demon princess. Has there been a... Is that like a thing? Can you be a demon like princess? Is that... Because that's the... That would be the female version. Right? The captain, the station's... yeah. Which one of these says... allow me to blimmin' go? Oh, that one. Probably. I don't feel like it told me that there was a button here. I could have missed it. I mean... Admittedly, I'm not great at this stuff. Travel between systems is fraught with mortal perils and takes place in another dimension known as the Warp. Only a navigator can plot a course through the Warp to the other star systems. Click the circular button at the bottom of the screen to navigate to chart new routes. To initiate travel, click on a system and press the Warp travel button. Green, absolutely safe. Yellow, have an unpredictable event could occur. Orange is very likely we're under attack. Red is definitely. Cool. That's cool. This place is green? Sota's Tomb. I don't know what this place is, but it's green. I feel like either this is a really high level area that they technically give you but I shouldn't do, or let's see what's happening here. I want to have a battle. This might screw me over. It just felt weird that this was the only place that was safe to travel to, you know? So the ending of this stream could be me being absolutely destroyed by whatever ship this is. Or ships.
Enemy contact. All hands make ready.
Yeah, there's 3 ships here. They've only got 50 health. If I move forward and then
Macro cannons, open fire! With the force of a supernova! Keep up the pressure.
I'm gonna move like this, and then we're gonna do this one. Press the wrong button there.
Make every shot count.
Destroy that one. And I'm gonna move on the route to here. Did he just move directly next to my... Oh no, I guess he can move after, so he's not going to just stand there, right? Okay, he moved so close to my missiles there. I'm not very good with these missiles, by the way. What was funny was my friend was talking to me and they were like, God, I can't live without these missiles, and I was like,
Salvo!
I haven't really been using the missiles.
Engage the engines.
What's this? Why not? I'm gonna move to here and hope that at some point. Oh, nice. I mean, worst case scenario, they're taking the brunt of it, and then he moves directly into my line of sight. They both do? I mean, there's only one of them left, but this is... I get the chance to do this? That's pretty good.
Lance battery, volley. Macro cannons, open fire.
You know when you do a turn and you're like, God, I've done a turn there that just is good.
Torpedoes away.
Like that, like you've gone like, okay, I've done something here that I actively think was just a good idea. Oh, can they shoot me with a front gun? Look at this. I also get to get my self-destruction thing on. Tick tick boom.
I have missed this people.
I wonder what this means. I assume it's the leveling up system of the ship. Let me have a look at my... Why were there pirates here? Planets in the air teeming with valuable resources. Scan the planet. Okay. I mean, I feel like plastile's useful. Planet was a prosperous outpost capable of eclipsing even footfall. There used to be a Cyclopean tomb station on its orbit, the final resting place of Cornelius Soto, one of the discoverers of the Cronus Expanse. The tomb gave its name to the entire system. However, about 400 years ago, an unknown cosmic body rammed into the station, causing it to collapse onto the planet. Not only did the catastrophe kill the settlers, it also made the world uninhabitable for centuries. The crater formed by the station's impact can be still observed from orbit. Sota's tomb became a specula for the entire planet. The sordid place has neither life nor loot, but knowing the nasty tricks that life can pull is a treasure in its own right. Damn, I was kind of hoping to actually for it to have loot. What does a space dust have? Fuel. What does this space dust have? Fuel. You know, you can't go wrong with fuel. Fuel gets you to more fuel. I wonder if that was like a test area. Wish to inform you that sacred rituals addressed to the spirits have been formed. Blessed with it in order to comprehend the nature of the miracles sent down the Messiah. Acquisition of sacred knowledge has not been recorded. How the spirits of the void ship were able to call upon the power of the machine god and activate the warp drives remains an unknown. Give me equally valuable revelation. The sacred spirits that live in the bowels of the ship's mechanica differ from other analogous forms. The ship holds a unique power that cannot be called anything less than a blessing of the machine god. So what does this mean? Ships are capable of making unpredictable calculations and actions. It's impossible to predict how it will behave. Report is received. Thank you. Well, what do? Do we go to this cool area? Or, like, where do we want to go? Like, where is the actual place we're supposed to go? I think I want to try this place, and then after that, we'll call it a day. I'm surprised I didn't get done in for that. Let's visit the place, fight anything that's there, and then that'll be the stopping point. There's nothing here. Nice. Quick scan of this planet. Anything good? I'm not sure if I should be putting an extractor on every place. A small human dwelling stands on the barren desert planet. Scouting reports that an old hermit lives here who spends his days in prayer to the Emperor. I asked our old hermit for blessing. To his surprise, the old hermit turned out to be a navigator, and when the old man discovered the noble stature of his visit, he willingly recounted his tale. He had retreated to this planet long ago, back when he was still in his youth, after he realised that his mind would not withstand frequent forays into the immaterium. The hermit spoke with pride of how he worshipped the Emperor each and every moment of his life, but when he mentioned the golden light of the Astronomicon, his voice quivered. When his guests left, he stared after them for a long time, his gaze filled with sadness. You know what? Here, have this as company. I'm sure that there's somebody watching this, or will watch this, that'll go, "You're being an idiot, you're putting too many of the extractors on places that don't have anything." Cool. What does this Jupiter looking place have? Fuel. This reminds me of, obviously it's different enough, so this is just that it reminds me of it, but it reminds me quite a lot of I'll take that. Provisions sound good. It reminds me a lot of Mass Effect, honestly. That's what I was going to say. I'll give this a new save because it looks cool. Anyway, that's the end for this stream. I hope you liked it. I think we've made a decent amount of progress. What did we do? We got a new companion. We beat an encounter against a load of bandits. We unlocked space travel, which is huge. We've explored a couple planets, and we've effectively finished like the footfall part at the very least. Anyway, I've been JD Moss. It's been great doing this. Can't wait for next week. See